So what I was basically saying is I just wanted to make it clear so everyone out there hears. You know, I've been predicting my whole entire life. I've worked with people in the White House. I've worked with people that are stars. I've worked with just people like me and everyone like you. And, you know, I've been making major predictions. And back, you know, when I was 13 years old, I predicted the Muslim attack, which I'm in the book, Ripley's, Believe It or Not, Ghost, Goblins, and ESP. And back there, Edgar Casey, it's amazing, his prediction. Now, this book came out in 1979, and one of his predictions, and I was 13 back, you know, when I made this prediction back in 1977. I just gave away my age. Okay. I wasn't planning. I'm still 20. Okay. But, okay. Now everyone knows how old I am. Okay. Remember, 10 years from now, I'm still 30. But anyways, when I was 13, I was on a John Eastman radio show in Tampa. They flew me out, and they said, so what are your predictions? And this is what a prediction is. You know, when you see things, you hear things, you visualize things. And all I kept seeing was these Muslims, you know, and I like Muslim people, don't get me wrong, but I kept seeing Muslims all in front of Washington, D.C. That's all I kept seeing on the radio. And they're like, what? You know, and I said, yeah, there's going to be people dying, and I keep seeing blood, and I'm saying this on the air, and it's like horrible, a 13-year-old saying these things. And I said, but I'll be saving the president. And they said, when do you see this? And I kept seeing March, you know, and this was 3 months before, and I gave a date. Well, what happens was, it happened. And the Hanafri Muslims took over Washington, March, I forgot the date, it's in the newspaper, and it's in that book, and of 1977, exactly how I saw it. Now, nobody's God, right? But when you make a prediction, you know, it's in a way, some predictions, if I could say, could save people, right? Because it was amazing how someone was listening and got the president at the time away from the White House. Okay? So, what happened was, that got put in Ripley's Believe It or Not as the most amazing, you know, teenage psychic in the world. And that book is like for the most amazing people. So Edgar Casey was right next to me in the book. And it was amazing. I was just, you know, I just found the book, and I'm so excited. I couldn't find it for all these years. And I just got it sent to me around a month ago. And in the book, he's right next to me. And he said for 2000, now this book was written in 1979, he said for the year 2000, I'm worried about New York. There's going to be a cloud over New York City. I wish I had the book. There's no way of getting it. It's downstairs at my booth. But, you know, and he said that. Now, that was for 1979. He said for the year 2000, what happened in New York? Right? But what I'm trying to explain to you is sometimes predictions could change, correct? Because why? Free will, correct? If you're in a relationship, right, you have the power to get out of a bad relationship, don't you? Right? But then again, some people don't get out of the bad relationship. They stay in the relationship because they think the person's going to change, right? And the only way people are going to change, it's like a car, right? If you have a broken down car, and then all of a sudden it needs a new engine, but you say, no, I'm going to fix it. So it runs for what? How many more months? 6 more months, right? And then what happens? You got to fix it again. So what do you got to do? Get a brand new car, right? Same thing with relationships. Everybody is human, correct? So you have a heart. So it's hard to say, well, I got to stop loving this person. Or when you break up with someone and you feel it's your soulmate, right? The person may, you know, in life you can have more than one soulmate, but instead you're in love with this one person, you only want one person. But if the person decides to leave, majority of the people won't go forward yet. And they sit there and they're in depression, right? And then what else do we do? Cry. What else? Eat. I like ice cream. right? Or Xanax, right? Bottle of wine. I don't drink, you know. But I'm just saying this is what happens. And do you think that person is worth you going through that for? Because are they going through that? No, they're out having a great time. Correct? You know? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. You're what? Yeah, they're upsetting more people because their friends are listening to them, their parents are listening to them, their family's listening to them. And instead, what do you need to do? You need to get out and have a great time and meet other people, because there are so many people out there to meet that are wanting a nice relationship. But instead, everybody likes the bad boys and everybody likes the bad women. I call them bad. You know why? The ones that don't treat you nice. Instead, you should be wanting the ones you could have. Let's say you were a man, okay? Okay. Let's say I was dating you, right? No, let's say you were my friend, okay? And you liked me. You're a man, though. Okay. 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 Let me make that clear. Okay. No, next time it's the head tabloids. Okay. I just don't want that. Okay. And I'm not against it. It's a prediction. Okay. But let's say you're a man and you're my like greatest friend. We get along so amazing, right? And you're attracted to me, but I think of you as a friend. But communication's amazing. We do things. I could tell you the whole world. I could tell you everything, right? The only thing we haven't had sex, right? You'd probably be the best in the world if you were a man, right? I'm just saying, if you were my relationship, right? But what happens is you have the best person standing next to you. Majority of the people have their best friend, their best relationship, but instead they want something else. And if they gave this person a chance, like if you changed from vanilla to chocolate, right, you would have the best flavor in the world, you know, if you try something new. So as a relationship, a majority of people have the person standing right next to them, and what happens? They don't want that person. And what happened just recently is I said to someone, why don't you just go on a date? But I don't feel that way. I feel like he's a brother. Go on a date with him. We go on dates. We go out to eat. We go out here. No, make it a date. And what happened? Guess what? They're in love. Found her best friend, right? And in life, no one's perfect, right? But you have your best friend. You have your best relationship, right? And that's what relationships are supposed to be about. Not everybody's perfect. People argue, you know. But you don't keep arguing throughout the time. When you get in arguments, what are you supposed to do? Talk. Talk, speak. But what do people do? They let it go on to the next day, right? Instead of trying to fix it. Because when you go to sleep at night, what are you supposed to start? A brand new day, right? So, everyone here who's single, raise your hands. Hello, you're sitting in Jill Dane's lecture. Okay, raise your hands. Okay, everyone who's married. Okay, who's married? I want to see the married ones. Okay. Now, do you have a good marriage? Wait, I'm talking to you. What is your name? Yes. Asa. Hazel. Do you have a good marriage? What do you mean? Well, you've been with the person too long? Okay. Do you know there's always ways of spicing it up, right? By going on dates with each other, making it like you first met again? That's right. You can always get someone to do what you want. You, especially, could get him to do it. Who's the boss in the family? You. You know that. You're laughing, right? Who's in control? That's right. Say it out loud. Me. Okay. Nice. And what is your birthday? And what year? And what's his birthday? And what year? 1950? Okay. Now I understand who's in control. So if you tell him I want to do this, he'll do it. But then again, who watches sports? Okay, so all the women that are single, raise your hands. Okay. So if a man said, let's go watch a football game, what would you say? No, you say, I love football. Oh, my God, it's my favorite sport in the whole wide world. Okay? Baseball, I'm a sports fanatic, you know? If they're into finance, oh, my God, I calculate all the time, you know? I watch the news, you know? That's what you gotta. But then again, be who you are, because I've always said, you know, but those are little fibs. You could get along with the sports, because you may like it after a while. Because if the person you love likes it, you're gonna love whatever that person likes too, right? And then maybe they'll go ahead and quit one game for you and go shopping, you know, like my husband does. So, what? Knock on wood. I predicted my marriage. Who's been to my lectures before? Okay. Do you know how I married my husband? You want to hear how I married my husband? I predicted it. And he said he wouldn't marry Jill Dane. I'm just saying to you, when I was 18, he was 17. I was celebrating my 18th birthday on Big Wilson in Florida. And Big Wilson was like Larry King. And they had a big cake in front of me, and he says, Jill, you know, you've been predicting your whole life for everybody else, and I have been predicting since I was 6 years old. And he said, you know, you're 18 years old. What do you predict for you? And I said, you see that guy over there? I'm going to marry him. And they said, what? And so he hands the mic over to my boyfriend at the time, and I am older. And he said, are you going to marry Jill? And he says, I'm not marrying her. And I'm not getting married till I'm 40 years old. Never use the word never, right? Because I said I'm going to marry him when I turn 32. Now, that was at 18, right? And what happened was we went our separate ways, right? You got to date people to get to know them, right? And, you know, you can't just, there is a percent where you meet someone and you fall in love, right? But that doesn't mean you can't fall in love again and again and again. It's all different types of love, right? So you go through the relationships, right? But once the person does something wrong, right? What happens? Close that door and open a new door, right? So with him, went through different things. We got together, and that's what? Got married at 32. I got married at 31, and the next month, January, which I am a Capricorn, I got married at 32. And that's how I got married. And we're still married. And he's my best friend. I could get pissed off, right? Which I can't. You laugh, right? When you're in love, what are you supposed to do? Laugh, right? If you're upset, you speak. Correct? If someone cheats, you leave, right? Right? You think people, if someone cheats on you, you think they're going to change? Who thinks they're going to stay the same? That they're going to change? Oh, they're not going to change. Always remember, always remember, there are times where some people may have an affair, okay, because of reasons, okay? There's certain reasons, and the reasons being is I don't believe like that John Edward, you know who he is, right? When I predicted that I was in New York and last year, and I predicted that John Edward is having an affair, and I said that he was going to have a baby with this woman, and everybody was like booing me because he's a senator, gospel, whatever. It doesn't matter what religion you are. People do things. I have priests, I have rabbis, I have nuns. You never know, right? So what I'm saying to you is, what happened? He had an affair. What is horrible is, in my eyes, and I've been trying to make him seem better in every way, because I always look at good in people, right? His wife was 4-stage cancer. Right? 4-stage cancer. You think that's right? Right? It's disgusting. Thank you. And I'll say that again. because of the fact, be there for your wife, then go do whatever you want to do. You know, let her get better, healthier. But guess who moves into their governor's house? The new girl. That's disgusting, right? But that's what a prediction is. Sometimes those are predictions I don't like predicting. You know, like when I predicted Bush, just because I predicted him, and I predicted about going to war after war after war, and military, that's all I kept seeing. I even said it here in a panel. That doesn't mean I like that prediction. It's because it's called a prediction, right? But a good prediction I want to throw out there, I'm like really excited. Is any of you into like Reiki? Holistic? Of course you're here with me, right? Relationships? Okay. One prediction I am throwing out there, and I remember when I predicted the stem cell here, I also said, and I gave everybody that was at my lecture, I brought up the Boca magazines here, and everyone got to one of those Boca magazines from January of 2008 last time, that in there I said, continue to buy gold, it would rise. The stem cell will get passed once the new president becomes president. It did. And the stem cell is going to help many people with all different types of diseases, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, twitching, and everything you can imagine. That's going to be a good thing. But another prediction that I'm throwing out there is all the people that are into health practitioners, that are into holistic medicine, people that are into Reiki as well, will be able to claim, when in a few years, Obama will be passing this law, so you'll know it firsthand, that they will be able to claim when they go to the hospital and work on patients into Reiki. Everyone's into Reiki, correct? Who doesn't believe in Reiki? Don't be afraid if you don't raise your hand, okay? Because Reiki is healing, right? And healing is also, I give to St. Anthony's Church and people all around the world. When I have people on my radio show, I have over 350,000 listeners and from all over the globe. And when someone's sick, I say, please pray for this person, right? And it's everybody's good prayers, and that's called healing. And it's amazing. My client had stage 4 cancer, and she's from New York, and she just found out she's cancer-free. Just want you to know. And it's true, because last December I had everyone praying for her, okay? And now she just came to see me, and she's cancer-free. So I'm like really excited. But the prediction is called that all the health practitioners will be able to get paid through the insurance companies. Remember that. So if you have friends and families or anything, watch and see, and then you're going to say, oh my God, Jill Dane said that in her lecture, right? Okay? Just like I said Obama was going to do the basketball court in the White House. That was it wasn't a joke, it was reality. He did, right? And that was a joking prediction, but it happened. But another good prediction that's going to happen is there's going to be so many cures, if I could say, that are going to be coming out besides the stem cell, that is going to be curing people that have hepatitis, that people that are going to that have excuse my language, herpes. There's going to be a pill coming out for AIDS and herpes that you're going to start to see in the next 2 to 3 years. If I could say by 2013, you could say around December time, 2013, you're going to start hearing about all these different cures that are popping out with pills and injections. And people are going to be like, oh my God, and now it's about time. So you could see by 2012 there's a rise with cures, right? The fears, right, are gone. Jobs, correct? And if people have financial issues, right, the financial issues will start to pick up. And then you're going to see a lot of people in love, right? Just like you're going to see a lot of babies being born. And you're going to see Beyonce having a baby this year, too. That's, throw a celebrity prediction out there, huh? Since I do celebrity predictions. We'll throw that out there. But also, you can't say that, and those, do you guys ever watch the celebrities at all? Huh? I know you guys are into celebrities, not just holistic. Hello, right? You know? When you look at some of these tabloids and you sit there and say this one broke up, that one broke up in the front headlines, they really didn't break up. Remember that. Then you see them getting married. You understand? So wait before you think first about this, and Tori Spelling is going to have a third child. So remember that one. That's going to be in the works. A lot of people are going to be giving birth this coming year. A lot of new babies, like last year there was babies. A lot of ones are going to be coming this year. But a lot of people will be more in tune with their intuition. That's what I do like. And a lot of people here have become more spiritual. What about you guys? Right? You become more spiritual? Okay. Are you into your horoscopes? Who's not into horoscopes? Do you read it in the Globe, I hope? No one picks up the Globe? What? You do you ever pick up the Globe? Yeah? Do you know who's in there? That's me. That's me. Thank you. Every time you want to see your horoscope, go to the Globe. The Globe. Like the National Enquirer, the Star, the Globe. It takes me from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock at night to do it. Because I combined all of you together. Do you think you're different than... What is your birthday? I could walk with this, right? Yeah. Last time I almost fell on my face. Okay. I picked you. My son's the same birthday. Okay. So you're and who else is December? Who's Sag? Everyone's Sagittarius. Where? Okay, so it goes all the way down. Say this, okay, and Sagittarius, right? Usually all Sagittarius sit together. It's amazing. Okay, so anyone else December 6th? 2nd. What are you? My mom's the 27th, Mickey Dane. Okay. The 27th. And what are you? November 30th. Okay. So you think if you're the same, all of you? Do you think you're the same? Spiritual-wise, right? But you think you're the same in any way else? You look like a movie star. Stunning. They philosophize? Stop reading books. I'm not knocking books. You could read one book, it tells you this, another book is going to tell you that, and like with soulmates. You could read this book, it's going to tell you this about a soulmate. You could read that book, it's going to tell you that about a soulmate. Just same thing like with angels. It's everybody else's theory, right? So if you wrote a book, it's your theory, right? Go by your own intuition, right? Don't go by what a book says, right? And I'm not knocking books. Books are excellent. You wouldn't be, since you're little, you've been reading books, and look where you are today, right? Brilliant, right? Were smart, who they were, right? So anyways, when you read a book, and let's say you decided and you go on another, and you could find a match, and that people sit there and say, I want to get married today. Believe me, I wish you were married yesterday, you know, or I want to be in a good relationship now. Believe me, I wish I had those powers. Nobody has those powers except for who? The Almighty God, right? And St. Anthony, you know? That's who I believe in too. But, yes. Aries? I don't like Aries. You're too anal. Too hard-headed. You drive me crazy. Horrible. I love Aries. Don't get me wrong. I love every sign. I wouldn't be who I am, right? I like I said, I find the good in everybody. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No. I forgot my friend Allie's here. No. Let me tell you, you're a mastermind. You hear me? And if you continue with your thoughts, okay, you be huge. But you procrastinate. Do you hear me? You're smiling. Okay. Yes. Yeah, let's get questions because they're going to kick me out. I know they will. But time here goes by whenever I'm in here or wherever I'm at. It goes by like we only here 5 minutes. So we'll get questions. How's that? What time is it, by the way? So I could grab as many questions. Okay, we got time, right? Okay, go ahead.
My birthday.
You got it. Everyone has to hear you.
My birthday is tomorrow, October 19th. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Is that the beginning of a cusp of Scorpio? Is that?
No, well, it's all different. You know, like sometimes when you're on the cusp, it goes on every year is different. So like this year, it's supposed to be on the 20th. You understand? So when you're on the cusp, you're in between Libra and Scorpio. That'll be next year. It's very different. You could be both, you know. So, excuse me. So what I'm saying to you is 1 year you could be Scorpio, but in reality you're Scorpio Libra. And you got best of both worlds. I wish I had best of both worlds. I'm just a Capricorn. Yeah? Who's a Capricorn? Yay! What's your birthdays? And what's yours? That's my daughter's birthday. I got my son and my daughter here. We're all in another life here. Yes, who else is January? I just want to hear January birthdays for a second. Yes, what's yours? There you go. That's my mother-in-law. Oh, my God, I got her here with me, too. That's all I need. My mother-in-law. Trying to avoid her. Yes. You got to get along with your mother-in-laws, trust me. Yes. I have a good one. Okay, do me a favor. Don't predicting another. officers that they lost, you know, what is that called? Downsizing, companies. You're going to start to see people are getting their jobs back, so the economy, lifts up, right? So whoever, there are some people that can predict this, and I predict that. You understand? But you have to realize you're all here. You've read about me, correct? You have my flyer. You know how long I've been predicting. Obama's not going to be nothing's going to happen to Obama. I want everyone to know that. Okay? Did anyone hear that too? What? That he's not going to be here? From other people, right? Obama will be here. Alive and well. Clap your hands. Yes, yes. And it's a shame. Why can't we be here another hour so I can answer everyone's question? Who's in back of me? Who is she? I'm joking. She's wonderful. Wonderful. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, I'll answer one question. Go ahead. And I'm on the balcony, and I'm doing private readings up there as well. And you can always call me in Florida. And listen to the radio show. Right now, my show's playing right now. I have my radio show every Sunday for 14 years. Yeah. You're not ADD. It's your love life, not your career. See, you know how you combined it all together? Oh, my career, my love life. What is your birthday? Start wearing red. 1982. Your love life, let me say something too. July 8, say it again? 19. Your love life will start to, okay, we're getting out in a second. Okay, your love life will start to rise, okay? Forget who's ever around you right now too. You hear me? Here, okay? This is not going. Just like here, right? You two should have been sitting together. You have your support team right next to you, right? And look at you, you're beautiful. And in life, everyone, when you're beautiful outside, beauty is here, right? Beauty's here. And why do you settle for less? That's what I don't understand. You hear me? Okay? So there's going to be someone new. I know you don't want to hear that either, right? Okay? No, you don't. Okay, I hope you do. I hope you do. I like the name Stephen. You hear Stephen? Okay? Stephen. But it's with a PH, not a V. Okay? I don't know how it spells. S-T-E-P-H-E-N. You got 2 years. But there's people. Allow yourself to meet people, because there's going to be some nice get-together going on, if I could say, right after Thanksgiving. Remember that. Okay? Nice people. Okay, thank you. They're kicking me out. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you.